Right mate, Slimeade here and welcome back to some more Sonic CD. Now, there is kind of been a little bit of a reason why I haven't posted in a while. Well, prior to the previous Sonic CD video. That was because I ran into some really stupid technical issues. So basically, long story short, OBS wasn't properly picking up the capture card. And I thought maybe my capture card had broke, but because of the stupid system I've got it set up, my capture card makes it so that my TV doesn't actually show a single image until my PC is on. And considering that my TV was working perfectly fine, that tells me that, well, the capture card wasn't broken. And after messing around, literally because I wanted to record something for a fighting game, I actually ended up figuring out that basically OBS had just messed up one of my settings. So the entire week and a half I was trying to figure out what was wrong with it. It was just one setting was wrong. And if you notice the actual ratio of the video is slightly different, that's why, because it wouldn't let me change it to have the same ratio as last time, but it is very, very slight and not even that noticeable in the long run. But essentially, I had that, and then literally about a week after I'd got that up and running and started recording again, my earphones broke. And for a while I was like, crap, what am I going to do now? How am I going to listen to the stuff that I'm dubbing over and that, because I'll tell you about that in a minute. But essentially, then I remembered that I got headphones as a Christmas present, and I had the intent of that when my earphones break, I'll switch to the headphones. I thought, oh, that comes in handy. These headphones do have a built-in microphone, so I don't know if you can just press this button and you hear me twice or something, but so there's that I've got to test out, but it should just be coming through me main microphone that I've got in front of me, dual monitors, dual screens, gotta do that. Whenever I actually did get back to recording after I got everything up and running again, something really funny happened. Because of that fighting game clip that I recorded, I had turned off my microphone on OBS and recorded this video without realising the microphone was off. So that's why I'm redubbing this. And that's also why it took me almost 3 minutes and almost the end of the level to tell you that Quartz Quadrant, especially the past version, is the only track in this entire game that I genuinely really like. And now that the entire level is kind of over, it's ironic that I'm saying, oh, Quartz Quadrant has a really good theme, because we're not even going to be able to hear it. In fact, I don't even think it goes to the past. But yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on. I am really curious as to what's been going on with the microphone whenever I click that button. Hopefully everything's stayed recording. This is a weird boss, by the way, because what you kind of got to do is, if you just watch Eggman, you'll notice that the machine that he's on will start heating up at the bottom, because he's on the same I always called it a pressure plate. I'm becoming too Minecraft brained for this, conveyor belt. But yeah, he is on a conveyor belt just like you are, so it felt really weird then. And all this really is, it's like an endurance thing. There's actually a boss in Sonic 3 that's something very similar to this. And it's one of them bosses that once you actually get the timing right, this is a really easy boss. The first time I was playing this, I didn't even notice the floor grinding, and I actually ended up getting killed due to my own stupidity, as per usual. But anyway, his machine has been completely shattered, and Eggman has conveniently left. Probably because he doesn't want to get his face punctured by Knuckles, who shouldn't be even here in the first place, but due to timeline shenanigans, which I may have caused, Knuckles is here anyway. That's what happens when you give someone a character select. Oh, this is I was gonna say there's something I've got to say about this level, but I just couldn't remember what it was. But this is the one where the floor just bounces you up. It's a really bizarre level design, to be honest. One thing that I think I said previously about Sonic CD, but Sonic CD has got some weird level designs, but I don't think I'm a fan of a lot of them. There is actually one level that I actually do in this video that when I play it, I actually think, wow, that was actually a lot more fun than I actually remembered it being. So what you got to remember about like Sonic CD is I have only played this game once prior. So whereas all the other games that I played on my channel, I've played through like maybe 6 or 7 times. Sonic CD is the only one I have played through once. So some of the areas I'm going through, I'm just basically doing it blind. I have no clue what happened there, but I'll take it. I think I was supposed to get squished there, but considering the last time I've seen something get squished in this game involved the item getting deleted, I don't want to chance Knuckles just being deleted from the entire game. I mean, how would I be able to finish my Let's Play there? Actually, something now that I just like adjusted my headphones a little bit that I just realised it's been going on in the background, and I may as well just address it just in case you can hear it. If you can hear like a slight buzzing sound in the background, that is just the fan. Not of my computer, but just like the... I would call it a desk fan, but it's like the size of a small child. And it's actually really powerful. And it's mainly just to keep cool, because something about British houses that I've probably mentioned before, maybe in that one thing whenever I did that video with Chaos, the Splatoon one, is that when it gets like starts getting warm in the UK, our houses are built for like keeping heat. So basically it gets warm and it stays warm, so it'd be like in the middle of the night and it would be like 19-20 degrees in the house, and it just becomes unbearable. It's the reason why a lot of British people tend to have sleep problems in the summer. But now that I've done explaining British law, I am trying to find the end of this level, and you can pretty much see why that's such an issue for me, because like Sonic CD levels are absolutely massive sometimes, and while it is just a go from left to right kind of deal, the levels are very big. Like if you actually get I'm gonna have to do this whenever I actually get around to editing this, as in the not redubbing it over. But there's a what's it called, like I think people have posted the full maps of the Sonic levels online. I think it's like Sonic Retro or something. The Sonic Wiki, I believe it is. And essentially what it is they have all like the maps and trivia and like information, just all stuff like how all these games, particularly the old ones, are. And when you actually see the Sonic CD levels and that, they're actually like very vertical, very massive. And to be honest, I don't think I really vibe too much with very vertical Sonic levels, which tells me that if I was to play Knuckles Chaotix, I'd probably actually hate the gameplay, despite the fact that it's got like some of the best Sonic music I've ever heard. It's actually really funny that I bring up Knuckles Chaotix, because there is some like other weird similarities that it has with this game. Namely like having very bright colours. And it's only really Sonic CD and Sonic... I was going to say Sonic Chaotix then, but Knuckles Chaotix that has the very bright colour palettes. There are some levels in like the other games that have like bright colour palettes, but they're usually only like the casino levels. I think I've actually stated that just like... I think I said it before that Sonic CD has like a very unique visual identity. And I think this is the first special stage that we go to. Which is kind of an odd one considering how late in the game this is. But these level selects, bonus levels, I don't know why they really remind me of something that I saw as a kid, right? And I have no clue, like, what it was. But essentially, there was a 2D game that my brother had on, I'm not even too sure what console it was, because I was very young, I must have been like 3 or 4 at the time. And it was like a game that was like, you know, one of these like 2D thingies on a plane, but it looks 3D type things. And he was playing it with one of his friends. And it was either like an early PlayStation 1 game, or something on a Dreamcast, or maybe earlier, I'm not even too sure. But I just vaguely remember seeing it, and I remember it was like the first time I stayed up past 9 o'clock or something. And I just remember watching my brother play that, and I was like borderline a baby at the time or something. It was like one of my earliest memories. But I have no clue what the game was, and I don't think I'm ever actually going to find out what it was. But that entire area then just really reminded me of it. It's really weird, you know, when you like unearth memories of like, you know, old stuff like that. This is another weird boss fight. Somehow I think I actually end up failing this by like playing really stupidly. But it's another one of them weird boss fights that are very, very basic. I don't know why this game has like super basic boss fights. I actually sit here wondering like, what's he gonna do? I thought he was gonna like do an attack or something, but he just sat there. So it's probably pretty clear to you right now what I've got to do here. I fell all the way back down because I am in fact a certified idiot. But all you've got to do is you've got to platform up and then not get hit on the head with these, and then platform up these. And can you ever guess what's going to happen on the next layer of this, other than me falling down and dying? Because if you guessed platform up another layer, you're actually bang on correct. But yeah, this is just a bizarre level, and I'm wondering if the reason why they've never really returned to this level, you know, in like other installments, is just because of how weird it is. Like, the idea of a big chaotic factory isn't really that strange for Sonic, but it's this whole floor thing. It's almost like a floor is lava thing, but it's not quite, because you're not taking damage and the floor actually is in fact not lava. Trust me, I'm not an expert on lava, and I can tell you right away, that's not lava. So again, all we're doing here is just waiting. I think for a while I actually dodge all these little stones that's coming down and think the stones are actually going to harm me, but in reality the stones actually don't do anything. And it's these spikes that you've actually got to dodge, and as you can see right here, I fell all the way back down. You think I'd be slightly better at platforming by now, but evidently I'm not. And I end up getting killed by the ceiling there. Like I said, I do die to this for some really stupid reasons. And it's mainly just me just like not paying attention to what's going on and just like expecting the boss fight to be a bit different. So all we've got to do is go all the way back. Seeing as I don't have much to talk about right now other than just what's going on screen, I'm rewatching this myself. and just kind of like thinking to myself, wow, I was an idiot for not turning the microphone on. And there is actually a moment later on where I wish I had the microphone turned on, because I genuinely like, I don't even know how to describe it. So like whenever you get mad and you do that thing where you're really angry but you don't want to scream, so you just kind of go and you do that really weird long exhale of like, I'm furious but I don't want to just like screech like a wild animal. I don't know why I just remembered this, but like once whenever I was a kid, I did a really good impression of a chimpanzee screech, and I don't know why I did it. So we've got Eggman dancing there, and while we leave him dancing, or escaping, seeing as he didn't like the fact that I commented on his dancing skills, we'll break this and we'll follow after that moron. And next up we've got the rather famous level for, well, multiple reasons. One of the lesser known ones is the Hitmonlee music. I'm sure I'm not the only one hearing that. And the other thing that it's famous for is, well, Metal Sonic. There's also that one Hugh 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 laugh thing that everyone brings up about this as well, as you can hear here. I'm not even too sure what it is. I don't know if they've like just took the Hitmonlee chant and they just like slowed it down really thingy, so it's just like long and stretched out, or whether that's like its own sample or something. I was actually really surprised at like how fast I blitzed through that. Also, I think someone's like just like it popped up in the video. And that is because I am playing this on my main Switch account, and that's mainly just because I've got everything unlocked in this game. But normally whenever I record these on a separate account. Admittedly, I should have recorded this on a separate account, but normally I do it, just so I can have like multiple save files and that. But it does stop, having people materialise in the top corner like some kind of shadow entity. I don't know why. Like, I know like shadow entities are supposed to be like a horror trope, but just the term shadow entity has like a weird kind of like humour to it, and I'm not too sure why. It's like that one Bad Luck Brian meme from like 2008 where it was something like something gets killed by shadow people. Now I'm just imagining Shadow from Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't even know why I'm describing where Shadow comes from, because I am literally playing a Sonic game, but I'm just imagining Shadow just showing up and like shooting someone in the back of the head, like just killing Bad Luck Brian for being Bad Luck Brian. The instinct then to jump then was just like wild, because I didn't even process that was a spring, but it was a good thing that it just like ultra instinct in my head. But here we go, here is the fight, well, race that this level is kind of famous for. I actually tried something here, and I'm gonna like give a little spoiler here. This took 7 attempts to correctly pull off, and one time Metal Sonic actually just straight up cheats. But what I'm trying here is I'm trying the strat of just glide. Now you can't actually start the glide until Metal Sonic does his whole Sonic 1 intro screen finger thing. So start charging up and it's just like, I start trying to glide, do that for some reason, and then mostly the race I just try and keep up with Metal Sonic, which I think for the first one I underestimate how fast he's actually going, because I just keep, flying around and over him, stuff like that. But it doesn't pan out the way that I want it to, and I end up falling behind. And I think I get ahead and then I fall behind again, and then I get ahead and then I fall behind again, and endless cycle. Oh, here we go. This is the clip. This is actually the clip where he cheats. Watch this. I'm clearly in the lead. He gets in the lead. I'm in the lead again. And he closes the door before I'm even on the other side. Which, as you can see, I actually clipped that then. So I'm going to be narrating absolutely nothing again. I wish there was just like something interesting about this then. Just like solid rambling for absolutely, well, like 6 minutes now. But I wish you could do it like one of them sports commentators, or maybe like a Smash commentator. I don't know where they're just like the most overly enthusiastic people for like absolutely no reason. You know where they say like, and Knuckles takes the lead. He's been in the lead for about 0.5 seconds. Can you believe it? He is in the lead. And then they like, you know, it doesn't really go anywhere, but like they just like saying stuff to pad out time. I wish I could do that. I do genuinely kind of want to do something like that in regard to like the Smash Bros CPU battles, because it just sounds really funny to do. But this time I actually get it. I actually posted this to the Knuckles does in fact chuckle there, but I do post that clip to someone, and someone said maybe you can't enter the door while gliding, but there's the solid evidence that you can enter the door while gliding. So if you like this train wreck of a video, don't forget to comment, like, rate and subscribe. And I think I'm signing off a little too early as there is a few seconds left. But we'll be in Metallic Madness next time. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!